everybody, it's Nate here, and I'm finally back with another dang video, and this is now my first Overwatch how-to for real this time video. And I'm putting a lot of work into this, and this is going to be as accurate as possible. I'm going to try to make it entertaining, but very informative with a lot of details. This is like the complete guide of how to play everyone's Call of Duty fanboy hero, Soldier 76. I'll be breaking this down into 4 separate categories: stats and abilities, the tips and tricks, the counters, and how he actually just works and how to, like, what strategies you can implement into him. So yeah, without further ado, let's do this! Soldier 76 has 200 HP, 25 shots, really powerful helix rockets that have an 8-second cooldown, a biotic field that can heal your team and has a 15-second cooldown, and a sprint that is set to toggle by default. That means you kind of just have to push the button and you can go, and it has no cooldown, so it's really nice. His rifle does 10 to 20 damage per shot, 10 for anywhere on the body, of course, and double the damage, aka 20, on the head. Helix rockets do 120 damage as a direct hit. You can end up just murdering someone straight up like an unmech diva or a tracer, or even almost kill a Genji like that. And 40 to 80 for splash damage, depending on how close the target is. And it does a little bit of knockback too, so you can kind of use that to your advantage. And you can do damage to yourself, depending on how close you shoot it to yourself, and that's between 20 to 40. The biotech field heals 40 damage per second, totaling to 204 HP of healing for whoever's in it. The tactical visor will look at everything and lock onto something, and once it's locked on, it's gonna fire and fire and fire and never end. Granted, it's only body shots, so some characters that have heads are not gonna be so good, like a Winston or a Diva. This also includes destructible items like the Immortality Field, Symmetra's Turrets, and the Riptire. Speed increases your movement by 50%, meaning you can outrun just about everybody in the game, one exception being Sombra and Reinhardt if they both use their super fast abilities. In my opinion, Soldier 76 is about in the 1 to 3 difficulty of learning how to play. I'm going to be using this skill consistently when I do these characters. It's going to be 1 to 3 for green, 4 to 6 for yellow, 7 to 9 for orange, and of course, Big 10 is red. Red being like insanely difficult to play and just learning how to even get a grasp on the character. So, without further ado, let's go on to the next category, which would be tips and tricks. Soldier 76's helix rockets can be used to rocket jump. If you combine this with a regular jump, you can get to inaccessible places you never thought you could. It's a really useful ability. And unless attacking at close range, only burst fire to maintain accuracy. The first 3 shots of your heavy duty assault rifle are gonna be pinpoint accuracy, just like Baptiste's gun. Now the issue is, any longer it's gonna start losing its accuracy, start spreading really horribly. So what you're gonna do, unless it, again, at close range, you're gonna try mowing down a Diva or a Winston or a Roadhog. Alright, and then do not hold the shoot button the entire clip unless, again, at close range or trying to pop shields. You know, pop the bubble. This will spread and waste your shots. It is so important to remember this. That's why I emphasize on it. Now, the high ground or behind a shield are Soldier 76's best friends. The shield can also mean right behind the payload or inside a door. It's so useful because he does have the biotech field, which can easily let him heal up, and behind people, I'm going to get to that in a minute, are insanely good when you use your ult or just want to catch them off guard, you know? Don't use your visor when your enemy has the shield up. You'll be wasting an ultimate because they can literally just eat all of your shots. Now the issue is that Diva, you want to try to call the cooldowns. Like Diva, you want to see if you can get her defense matrix down. You want to see if you can pop the Rhine or go behind him. Or Sia, you want to try to, or I can't remember pronounce that real quick. Check the name. You want to go behind her and go get her, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And also, use your visor on squishy targets, on Tracer, Genji, and Mercy, and you can pretty much kill them as long as they stay in your line of sight. Granted, these characters are very mobile, but again, how fast your character shoots, you can end up just mowing down anybody with this ability, and end up getting a triple kill in the process, and get rid of that annoying Genji that keeps causing you problems. Don't use your helix rockets when low health unless at long range. you will kill yourself. So stay around if you're going to go close range. I at least recommend between 80 to 200 your max HP. Or unless you have a biotech field down. But the issue is I've done this so many times, I get too close or I fire at the ground and boom, I'm dead because I SD'd myself by complete accident. You can hang on to the payload using your biotech field to heal your teammates while on the payload. Now here's the issue is, you literally just pop the thing on the thing. You really just pop the biotech field. Now here's the thing, you just pop the biotech field on the payload like an Orseer shield or an ult, and it'll just move with you and it'll heal anybody that's in the general area. So it's really helpful for keeping your teammates alive. Alright, let's move on to the next subject, which is counters. Soldier 76 is strong against Torbjorn, which is easily tracked, and his turrets don't have much health, so a Helix and a couple shots should kill that. Mercy has low health and doesn't do much damage. Again, that being said, you should always target those healers first because you are a hit scan character. Bastion at long range, you will win just about every time. Lucio, low health and damage, and his passive healing really doesn't do much unless he amps it up, but that has a pretty long cooldown, so you can kind of bait that out. Farah, while the rockets are deadly, they can be avoided, and she exposes herself for very easy picks because of that darn jetpack at first. Just be sure to use the biotech field. Very, very important. Tracer has low health and low damage, of course. I mean, trying to get one's kind of important, but if you can hit one with the rocket melee combo, it's so helpful. Junkrat, low health, and you can avoid his little bombs at mid to long range. Close range, against the pretty competent Junkrat, good luck, and his mines will be an issue for you. Symmetra, she has low health and damage, and the turret can be two-shotted. And I've saw this multiple times during my gameplay session. I just see a bunch of Symmetrans and just kind of tap them a bit, and then boom, they die. It's not really that big of a deal. Plus, the biotech field can actually just counter all the damage the turrets do, so it's very helpful. Moira has low health and damage, and the biotech field counters her standard right click. Now, when I say this, I don't mean that you can use her death orbs and her thing. It doesn't counter both at the same time. It just counters one or the other if only being used singular. So, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Reaper you can counter because he can't do crap anywhere that's not in your face. Sombra has low health and damage, and the Helix melee combo kills her like boom like that. Ana, she doesn't do much damage, let's just be face it. Maybe the worst thing that could happen is you getting hit with the anti and the sleep, but the anti can be countered again with biotic field, and her sleep, as long as you got just sitting behind a Rhine, then you'll be fine. But if you do get hit with a sleep, so sorry for you. Hanzo has low health and arrows can be predictable at long range. This doesn't mean you should ever underestimate Hanzo's. Hanzo can counter just about everybody really well. Well, not really well. Hanzo can one-shot every character in the game. That doesn't mean you underestimate him, it just means you need to watch for his arrows a bit. Orsia doesn't do as much damage as Soldier 76 in a 1v1 scenario. Granted, her shield can be an issue, and so can her block and magnet. Take it back, the magnet's not an issue. But in a 1v1 encounter, all you have to do is strafe back and forth and do some crouching, and then just unload your clip, yes, holding down the button, in her face, because her thing is not as fast as yours. And you can take her out. Again, Helix rockets and biotic field can easily heal you there. Zenyatta has low health, and he can't heal himself. Well, I guess his shields heal. Unless he uses trans, then there's no way he can actually heal himself other than shields. And his low health just makes him really easy to counter. Winston, just in a 1v1 scenario, your biotic field won't kill you. As long as you're using the biotic field, his shocker can't actually kill you. The shield can be an issue, but that's pretty much the only thing. Now, the one thing that people haven't really thought about is how good's Baptiste. I think, personally, Soldier 76 can counter Baptiste, because all of his abilities can be countered by soldiers, and the immortality field can die instantly. The regeneration doesn't do as much to really justify trying to survive Helix rockets in a barrage to the face, even just a couple pop headshots. And again, that and his defense matrix, you can literally just sprint around. It's not that big of a deal. Now these are your counters if you're playing the character. These will be the characters that will give you the hardest time. They can't be beaten, but it's just going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Genji, he is very evasive and messing up he just messes up your aim. It's horrible because of his bounciness and his run over the walls. And he can use that blade. Ugh, it's horrible. And he can reflect your shots. Again, horrible. He can reflect your rockets. Horrible. Reinhardt, that hammer. Getting pinned can one-shot you, and his shield will make you waste all of your ammo. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Roadhog, his hook combo. Need I say more? Bastion, at close range, he can't be beaten in a 1v1. I say I'm not saying you couldn't get the jump on him, but all the time you're gonna go like straight up. All right, Bastion, 1v1 me. Then you're going to die because sentry mode and self-heal. It's horrible. Even if you do use the combo I told you earlier, Bastion can just lay down more damage than you can deal to him. Brigitte, has the shield bash stun, granted which isn't long, but she heals herself every time she hits you and can heal herself, and she can do her whole team. All in all, stay away from Brigitte. Diva, the mech can be a big problem, and her defense matrix can suck up the ultimates and the rockets. So you want to bait out that defense matrix before you use any of your rockets on a Diva, or just sneak behind. That works too. Doomfist, yes, you can counter him at long range, but at close range, you're pretty much dead because of that one-shot punch and the uppercut and anything else about Doomfist. McCree can two-shot you and stun you. Yeah, and he's horrible to verse it. You can kill him because of his relatively low health, but at the same time, the issue is, again, he can two-shot you. A good McCree can actually just kill you right there. May, the demon herself, can freeze you and completely evade all of your abilities by freezing herself in the little ice cube. The blizzard, yes, her ult you can escape from, but other than that, not fun to verse at all. Yes, you can counter Reaper, but he can also be a counter to you. When he is at close range, or even better, in your face, you don't have a chance at all. Unless you can Biotic Field and then whip out your ult, but you're still going to die, and probably that little animation that takes you actually to press the button on your visor. Sombra, this is, again, a counterable enemy, but at the same time, she can counter you. She can hack your abilities, take away your sprint, Helix rockets, Biotic Field, and your ult if you don't use it yet. This is very hindering the soldier because he relies on that sprint and the Biotic Field a lot. So, and of course, Sombra can just mow you down. A competent Sombra can sneak behind you and mow you down before you have a chance to turn around and go, what the hell? Widowmaker has a one-shot headshot sniper and a machine gun for close quarters. And her little poison thing can hurt you too. Need I say more? Just don't go against Widowmaker unless you know she's at long range not paying attention to you, so you can helix her and then pop a couple shots off. Zarya has the shield and the cannon. They can both cause problems because they do massive damage, and your helixes are just wasted on that shield, and so is all your ammo. And the Biotic Field really can't counter the secondary launch of her bazooka thing. And finally, this last one would be Ashe. This is just personal experience. I don't know if you guys have a problem with this, but let me know in the comments if you agree with this. Ashe can 3-shot you, and Bob can mess up your ultimate because you're always forced to lock onto him. And Ashe, again, can hit you at long range with that sniper rifle, and at close with the fast as you can click button. So yeah, that's all your counters and the counters to you. Be sure to take into account who it is, line up your matchups, and wait for the cooldowns. Very important. Alright, let's move on to the final thing, which is strategies. So overall, Soldier 76 is by far, to me, one of the easiest characters to learn. Maybe it'll take some time to master, but one of the definitely easier ones. He can do anything in the game. Again, he's not as good as flanking as such a Tracer or a Reaper, and he's not as good as staying on a point like a Bastion, but he can do both. And he has the ability to heal his teammates, something rare for a DPS. So and he's a hit scan. He can take out Pharahs, he can take out the Roadhogs, he's good at everything, he just doesn't excel at everything. The main weakness of Soldier is that he only has 200 health, and while the Biotic Field's good, it heals you very slowly. So that, again, the only reason one Moira ability and one Winston Shocker can't hurt you. That's literally the only, reason why. But I will leave it at that. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to hit the like button. And if you like what I'm all doing here, please just say something. I beg of you. I really want some more attention to this. I want to know if things are working. So yeah, I'll be doing more Overwatch stuff, and the next Overwatch video won't be a tutorial. These actually take a long time to make and research. The next one will probably just be a quick little gameplay session of me and my clan. Discord link in the description. And yeah, Minecraft video will be coming out soon after that. I'm not sure if I still want to do Roblox. I think I'm going out of that. I'll make a separate discussion after that. But yeah, I'll see you in another video coming soon to a channel near you.